Now that we know about the basic interface and terminology of spreadsheets as well as learned how to navigate around a spreadsheet, let's discuss how to enter data in a spreadsheet. Excel has provided us with some handy viewing features which can be used to enter and edit data in a worksheet. When we have a lot of data, we can use the zoom feature which can zoom in and out a specific area of a worksheet. Down below you can see we have a zoom slider which allows us to minimize and maximize data. The slides have plus and minus signs, which can be used to zoom particular section of a worksheet, or we can also drag the slider to zoom our preferred values. Beside this, we have zoom controls in the ribbon on the View tab. In Zoom, you can pick how close or far you want to see things on your screen. There are preset options, or you can choose your own level. Clicking the 100% button takes you back to the normal size. If you use Zoom to selection, you can choose a part of your work, and zoom will only focus on that part, making it easier to see. If you want to look closely at different parts of your information all at once, you can use the split button. It divides the screen into different sections, and you can scroll through each part on its own. If you only want two parts, you can get rid of either the horizontal or the vertical split by double-clicking on it. If you have titles at the top of your columns, like the first row with labels or header, or you want them to stay on the screen when you scroll down, you can use the freeze panes. You can choose to only freeze the very top row, but if that's not what you want, like in this case, you can pick the row or even just a cell in that row, right below the one you want to freeze. Then you select Freeze Panes. This way, when you scroll, those titles will stay put at the top, so you always know what each column is all about. You can also make columns stay in one place when you scroll. You can even make both rows and columns stay put at the same time. The secret is to first pick the cell that is just one row below or one column to the right of where you want things to freeze. In this situation, that would be cell B4. Now we can move up and down and side to side on the worksheet, and we will always see the header row along with the car name and reviews column. If you have more than one workbook open, remember, not worksheets but workbooks. You can change between them. You can do this by going to View, then switch windows, or you can use the quicker way by pressing Ctrl plus F6. Now let's put in some information on an empty worksheet. The simplest way to start a new worksheet in Excel is to click the New button in the Quick Access toolbar, or you can use Ctrl plus N if you like keyboard shortcuts. Now type in some titles at the top of the worksheet. We usually call this the header row. It is to be noted that if you press Enter after typing something in a cell, the next cell that's ready to use is the one right below. That might not be what we want here. But if we press Tab after typing in a cell, it picks the next cell in the same row as an active cell. Now let's put in some titles and press Tab after each one. See how the words a bit longer in some cells, and they might either partly hide behind the next cell or mix with it. If you click and hold the divider line between two columns, you can move it left or right to resize it manually. If you want to do it automatically, just double-click the divider line between two columns. Since these are going to be the titles for our columns, let's make them bold. Now let's put in another column between the manufacturer and models column. Just choose the right one of those two columns, then right-click and pick Insert. This will add a new column to the left of the one you picked. Let's name it Ratings. To make all our columns look neat and tidy at once, pick all the columns from A to D, then double-click on any of the divider lines between the columns. This makes each column's width adjust automatically to fit the information inside. Alright, now that we have our titles, let's put in some monthly data in column A. If we type Jan in cell A2 and press Enter, it will take us to the cell below, just like we want in this case. Then we type Feb in cell A3 and keep going until we reach December in A13. Now let's say you want to change a couple of your titles. You can edit the existing data in a cell in few ways. You can click the cell and start typing again, or you can click the cell and press F2 on your keyboard. This puts the cursor at the end of the cell so you can make your changes. Or you can just double click anywhere on the cell and it will put the cursor there so you can make changes. Another way is to click the cell and then click in the formula bar at the top to edit the data in your cell. In this video, we discovered some of the ways to look at things in Excel, and we figured out how to put in and change information in cells. In the next video, we will find out how to copy and fill data and also how to format cells and data in a worksheet according to our needs.